Welcome to another episode of the Supercar Diaries, and welcome to the Novitec Ferrari 296 GTS. Now, I have purposefully started this video with us driving the car because it'll be a shame starting this video with the car stationary. We've got rear wheel drive, we've got electric assistance, we've got that Novitec suspension, NF10s, and no exhaust. Which is a bit of a bummer, to be honest. I'll tell you this much, it wasn't planned. As a matter of fact, I planned this talk around the exhaust system. However, not having the exhaust allows you to discover a whole lot of other things about the original 296 that otherwise I would never have known. That, for example. Listen to that sound. The turbo whistles on this car is adorable. Oh, it is just so cute. I really miss the exhaust, and we have to say, for good reason. Because the exhaust, in conjunction with the turbo inlets that we rework, offer a hell of a power increase for this car. I mean, behind me is that 2.9 litre twin turbocharged V6, which by no means is a slug, because it's connected to a 7.46 kilowatt hour battery, and all of that makes this car phenomenal. The rear wheels, and where the SF90 seems like a complicated relationship, this is just freaking perfect. Now, in standard form, this car will give you about 830 horsepower, which is ample when it's connected to that electric assistance. Honestly, it's so incredibly quick. But you can have more. With our Novitec exhaust system, and then with those tuned turbo inlets, power can be up to 868 horsepower. 868. I've felt 868 horsepower in this car, and I promise you, it is from another world. So what about the rest of the car? Well, the rest of it, as you will see in a second, is a lot of Novitec. Let's pull over and talk about that. There we have it, Ferrari's baby supercar. Whoa, you gotta get used to the looks, harkening back to that LM250 from the 1960s. Those big haunches, you got a T-tray in front, there's a chimney in the back. Sounds like a garage sale. But they did get the mechanics so right with this car. Let's talk about what we did, because I feel that we have made the looks of this car just about perfect. Excuse me for praising ourselves. But what have we done? This over here, the T-tray we just spoke about, as well as these side fins on the front lip that also pays tribute and has a resemblance to those that you find on the Fiorano package. They are both from us in carbon fiber, and they aid to some downforce on the nose, just keeping it nice and tight to the road. It is already quite a little bit more tight to the road because it rides lower on Novitec springs. And you can see that because those NF10s, 21 inch in the front, 22 inch in the back, sitting nice and snug in the wheel arch over here with a center lock look on this NF10 and a little carbon cap. What other color would you guys have chosen? I think the bronze gold, always my choice. And also I truly believe that the NF11 suits this car much better. Josh, on the one that you guys did, the red one, was it with NF11? Think so. Maybe we can just put in a picture of one of the close-ups of the wheels because that looked so good. Moving along, we've got carbon fiber mirror caps over here, little triangle just behind it, and then also massive side skirts, all in carbon fiber. Again, that Fiorano touch over here. Moving along to the side over here, the inlet where the air comes to the engine, radiators gets cooled, and also this is where the turbos get fed with air. This massive inlet duct with our carbon fiber insert over here. Towards the rear, as we said, those 22 inch NF10s, lovely with the carbon fiber brakes, and all the carbon fiber brakes, the discs on carbon fiber, and that is a red Mazda. Let's get to the back of this. This, of course, is the GTS, the topless version. You can fold the roof back, and something very significant about the 296 is, especially on the GTB, is the way that the air is set up over here at the back with this for the rear ducktail. Again, Fiorano, if you want, we have a much larger ducktail here in carbon fiber. You can, although, opt for a slightly more delicate little lip if you so please. Right in front of that, you have this section just underneath the glass window to see your engine and all that. At the rear, massive rear diffuser, carbon fiber, then also these reflectors darkened from us, and of course the exhaust. All of this mesh is from us because you've got the two tips here where normally you just have one big trumpet, and in order to have that you need to change the mesh. There is a plethora of options that you can choose for this car, for the exhaust system. Yeah, as you guys heard while driving, it's just a little bit on the soft side. But if you want to see and listen to what that sounds like, Josh will put in a little bit over here. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The other one, Marie's driving. Yeah. Ba, ba, ba. That sounds a lot more like a Ferrari, doesn't it? There are various configurations that you can get for the exhaust system. In canal, heat sealed. There's also a version where you can actually have it covered in 999 gold, which I think is just gorgeous to be able to stare at the innards and see a gold plated exhaust. Also, these tips available in stainless steel, available in carbon fiber tipped as well. Right. Perhaps also, Josh, from the other film that we did, we can do a quick picture and show the guys what it looks like with the intakes to the turbos, which are some of the things that we optimize for airflow, and that also aids to the power in conjunction with the exhaust system. That'll give you another 38 horsepower, giving us a peak power output of 868 horsepower. That can be yours if you take the whole package. Whoever's car this is, please consider it. at least the exhaust system. Because now you have the roof off, so it's even nicer. Anyways, let's get back in the car, go out for the rest of that drive. Needs a proper exhaust, this, honestly. Back on the road again. What I've noticed about this car is the way that it delivers the power to the road. Somehow, it feels like the visceral experience of driving a supercar without a roof should just be a little bit more exhilarating. I'm not going to say it's a letdown, but I know what that exhaust sounds like. I know what this car feels like with that extra performance. It's just that little bit. What? Feel that tail just here. It's fantastic that I get to listen to the little whirls and squirrels of the turbo. It's phenomenal. That exhaust note, how much different it is just with our Novitec tailpipes, I can't tell, rather than with the trumpet. But I can tell you, I swear to you, I mean, just listen to this. I mean, isn't that just what a Ferrari should sound like? A lot of you guys commented below that actually, it seemed like a baby V12. This seems like a V6. Not bad, but still. Look at that. She's just not letting go. She's not that playful, and I am not going to switch off the traction control. But in race mode, normally a bit more fun is to be had. Maybe the tires are just really good and grippy. The temperature, it's nice and humid out here in Germany at the moment, is perfect. And obviously, I'm not provoking the car ridiculously. But to be honest, it's just missing a little bit of that. Still fantastic car. Still in love with it. Still think one of the best combinations out there at the moment, considering it's a V6 hybrid and it's super small. Oh! Wow! Proper acceleration, this. The brakes, thank God, carbon ceramic, and then you've got regenerative braking, which under all that hard braking is giving you a bit of regen into the battery. Anyways, guys, it's been an absolute steal. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. And if you have any comments or any thoughts, any ideas, drop them down there for us. We love reading those and seeing what you guys have in an opinion. Would you take the GTS? Would you take the GTB? What's the color spec like for you? Would you do this with the NF10s or the NF11s? And if so, which color? Just give me like an idea what you guys would do. It's not like we're gonna spec any car like that, but it's cool for us to see what kind of combos people are keen on.
And while we're on the topic of the 296, remember our GTB that everybody argued had a Magma Rosso paint job? Well, have a look at this.
follow us. If you want to subscribe to YouTube, make sure to hit that little notification bell. That way you will be reminded every single time we upload a new video. See if we can get the turbo flutter again.